Hi friends, and welcome back to my channel, or a special welcome if you are new here. This is Your Anointed Home and my name is Hannah. I am so thankful to have you here, whether you are a returning subscriber or just someone who has come across this video on my channel. Thank you so much for being here. In this video, I'm going to be talking about losing yourself in motherhood. That is something we kind of hear of often when we're scrolling social media, or maybe just in the back of our mind. We feel like we have lost ourselves in this season of motherhood. And when we have little ones, whether they are babies in your postpartum, or you have toddlers like I do, or maybe even older kids, motherhood changes you, and you are in a different season of life, a different mindset, a different way you are living. And yeah, I'm just going to talk about that and talk a little bit into the thought of losing yourself in motherhood in this video. So let's hop into it. From the moment you really just find out that you're pregnant, your life will completely change in so many ways, especially if you are one who is wanting to cherish this time of being pregnant and being a mother and doing it right for the Lord and raising your little ones in His ways. Your life will completely change. So almost every decision that you make from here on out will affect your child in some way. Your life will change, and I believe it's supposed to. Everything from the time that you wake up in the morning to how your daily schedules plan out to how you eat your meals, everything will look different in this season. I used to be a very, very structured person, and now it is difficult for me to keep that structure in a way. I still have structure in our home, of course, but having those daily schedules and like hourly blocks and all that is just not doable in the toddler season of life. They look at time completely different. So that's just like one example of what like giving up certain things may look like, especially when you're in the baby and the toddler seasons of motherhood, which that is what I'm currently in. I have two boys. One is almost 3 and one is 1 year old. So I'm currently in that toddler season of life, and my time is rarely my own. So if you are in a similar season where you have toddlers or babies, you may realize that your time is not your own and you're kind of feeling lost in that. There are so many unexpected moments that come up throughout the day. There are poorly timed accidents, plans that have to be rearranged just because things happen in motherhood. You're trying to get out the door at a certain time, and maybe your little ones, not meaning to have other plans, just do have other plans, and life just happens, and things just happen in this season of life. And it can be so easy to lose your old self, to lose your wants, to lose your desires of life in this season of mothering little ones. But I want to tell you a little secret. This is something that I've had to come to realize over the past 3 years, is that you are supposed to lose yourself in motherhood. This is a season of growth and of refinement. The moment you have your first little one and you hold that little one in your arms, you are a whole new person. There is a new, like, physical half piece of you in this world now. For the next 15 or 20 years or more, depending on how many little ones you have, your life will be devoted to instructing, to guiding, to disciplining, to teaching those little ones. You are no longer just a single girl living for yourself. You no longer just have your husband to serve and care for and just, think about each day. And you no longer have, let's say, like a relatively easy life. Motherhood is meant to test you and prune you. There will be moments when your toddler's outbursts will test your patience. That's where I was at today. There will be times when you will need to model God's love while your little ones are having a rough day. And those moments are there to teach you and to refine you as a woman of God. Because in motherhood, you are losing yourself to put on more of the Lord. You'll be needing to lean on the Lord's strength each day and start letting go of your own control. Through the refinement which motherhood brings, you will really come to know what living by faith means and how to rely only on the Lord to get you through this journey of motherhood and just life in general. Proverbs 4:25-27 tells us, "Let your eyes look directly forward and your gaze be straight before you. Ponder the path of your feet, then all your ways will be sure. Do not swerve to the right or to the left. Turn your foot away from evil." This verse can be applied to motherhood as well. I like looking at it in the thoughts of being a mother in this culture, in this season of life. Do not let your focus go away from the Lord as you mother your children and as you care for your home. I cannot stress that enough. Let your gaze be on the Lord at all times alone. The enemy will try to sneak in, and he will try to turn your eyes away from the Father. He will put lies into your head that you are losing yourself in motherhood, that you are not the same woman that you used to be, so now that is a bad thing, and you need to go back to those desires, which honestly, if you go back to those desires and wants of life, most of the time, they could be seen as selfish. You are not thinking of the Lord and your children as your or your family as a whole as that kingdom mindset. So let your gaze only be on him. So as Proverbs 4:25-27 says, look to him directly. Keep your eyes forward on the Lord. Do not let your gaze go away from his path that he has for you. Just ponder the path of your feet. Make sure they are going in the right direction each and every day. Whether that is how you speak to your children, what you decide to put in front of your children, or what you decide to watch yourself, or how you choose to speak. Just allow everything you do to be tested by the Lord and his Spirit. And then all of your ways will be sure, as that verse says. Do not swerve to the right or to the left, because the enemy will try to take your gaze away. He will start turning your head towards, oh, that freedom, that having, those girls' nights, which girls' nights are not bad, but sometimes they become idols, and having that free time or that time alone. When we selfishly kind of fill our cups up, instead of filling up our cups with the Lord and his strength and his word, which will only get you through motherhood or any season of life, or whatever the enemy is trying to swerve your head and eyes towards, block that off. Do not let your foot turn away and go to evil. Whatever that evil may look like, it may not be, inherently an evil thing, but when you get to the root of it, maybe it is. So just question yourself when you get there and have those moments, because the Lord will change you and make you a wiser person by the end of this journey of motherhood. There are so many amazing stories out there of mothers who have come to be so wise and just raise godly children and disciples for the Lord. Don't allow the comments that the world makes or the lies that the enemies will put in your head to distract you from the legacy goal of living for the kingdom and raising disciples for the kingdom. Because you will hear things that will make you think and second guess that you should be doing more, or that you are less than for not remaining the same person that you were before becoming a mother. But you are supposed to lose yourself in motherhood so that the light of the Lord can shine through. You are an example to your family and to this world. Be that light and embrace that change, or that losing yourself, if you want to say, because by doing so, you will be paving that kingdom legacy for your children. If you want to go farther in this mindset and start getting your home in order and your mind in order for the Lord and his kingdom, I have a free downloadable guide that you can get called Getting Your Home in Order, and it helps you just go through a few simple steps in doing so. I will have that linked below. It'll also sign you up to my bi-weekly newsletter where I share more encouragement, blog posts, and special deals, which I have one coming out soon with a new release, which I'm very excited to share about. Anyway, I'll have that linked below down there. I really hope this video was encouraging. Alright, I will see you in my next video. Thank you so much for being here. Bye, guys.